So, hello, this is Rhonda and Lindy, and we're together in real life in my little house in Creswick, Australia. And I've got 3 more hearts and their stories.
Yeah, 3 more hearts, and it's so wonderful to see these hearts in real life. They are beautiful, and we still need what? 60 more?
Yeah.
But no buts. They're beautiful. It'll happen, and
100 plus hearts, so we don't know what the maximum is.
yeah,
And we haven't got a deadline.
yeah. All of these stories, they're so diverse. I mean, some of them overlap, but there's all kinds of stuff that seems to keep coming up. Things that you didn't know, and people that were uninformed, or people that didn't know that they had a heart condition, or even worse, went along to a medical professional and were just sent home.
Yes.
I think that of those that you've got there, there's a reasonable proportion that possibly preventable, or something where you really see, okay, more research has to happen.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Research and awareness.
So I'm so glad you started this project. I think it's really beautiful, and I've said it before as well, that I think that as more of these patches come together, you see that it really is people coming together and saying, this is important to us, and the collective nature of this is what just blows me away.
Exactly.
I've told Rhonda this. I love it. I love this project.
Yes, and it really surprises me and amazes me and excites me that we get such beautiful stories.
Yeah, and thank you to our hubs, Helen.
Absolutely. Helen.
And lovely Style Falcon, Joe, the lady in Northern Territory,
Tamara.
yeah, and
now Susie in Spain too.
oh yeah, okay. So 3 new hearts.
3 new hearts.
Shall we?
Shall we? I think we shall. So I'm going to start with the beautiful one from Poland, from Sewing Reloaded. Ula? I think that's
Yeah, Ulla.
Ulla.
Probably pronounced Ulla.
Ula. So I will attempt to read this. So this is in honor of her mother, Ula, who was born in 1942 near Warsaw at a time when the world was marked by shadows. It was not the war itself that shaped her, but the quiet aftermath, the complexities of family life, and the fragility of the heart that had never been strong. These were early accents influenced these early...
Where?
I can't see it. I'm stuck again. This is going to ruin our... No, we can cut it. These are early, influenced the course of her life in ways that only later became clear. She found her strength and tenderness in one place, her only child. With a steady hand, she guided me through grey years, teaching me small crafts that became larger foundations. Whatever I carry in life, much of this comes from her. From the many years she walked the path alone, and later she discovered new warmth in her granddaughter, who became a new point of light for her. The final years were marked by a struggle with the body. Through her mind reminded her,
Although her mind remained
the sensitive, bright place that always had been, the kind that feels with the heart too. I like to believe she has found a gentler landscape now, one that suits her better than the world ever did. Some souls are simply too finely tuned for the places they are given. There is not much more I can say. She was one of those rare women whose strength lived quietly in the background, often unrecognised by a heart that was both her gift and her burden. At her funeral, everyone arrived with white flowers, not by
plan,
but by instinct, because no one could imagine honouring her with anything less pure.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So it's from Joanna, her daughter.
And Ulla passed away in 2018.
Yeah, beautiful heart.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Now, which one were you going to... You were going to tell us about Nicole.
I can, but Tony is also great.
Okay.
This one was actually, came just as I was, I sent the last lot. So Tony's heart's been in Berlin for a little while. I have the feeling that this might even be silk. It's got a lovely texture, and it's from Stacy. Stacy lives in Toulouse.
You can read the story.
I'll hold the heart.
So as a teenager, Tony won the USA Presidential Fitness Award 3 years in a row, given only to the top 3% of USA secondary school athletes. She was one of the first 2 women to pass the Nevada Highway Patrol physical agility test, divided to weed out women candidates. A bit of a discrimination against women there. She was a competitive runner-up to the age of 62. Like most Americans, she always had an annual doctor GP visit. That year at age 62, everything was 100% good, blood pressure, blood tests, etc. As she was leaving, the GP asked, "Is there anything you can do else you can tell me?" Which Tony replied, "No, I'm all good." And then she started to leave, and then she remembered something and said to the doctor, "When I was out running the last couple of times, I had a couple of instances where it seemed like I was a little bit harder to catch my breath. Other than that, all great." And the GP responded, "Well, because of your family history, heart disease, deaths of mother and grandmother, let's do an EKG and a stress test." The EKG came back 100% normal, and she would assume she would pass the 12 minutes stress treadmill test. But surprisingly, the electrodes for the stress test indicated that she had failed, despite not being out of breath. When the GP got the result, she said, "I'm going to refer to you to a cardiologist just in case, because of your family history." So Tony went to the cardiologist, a clearly experienced older doctor. He looked at her results and said, "I don't think there is anything wrong with you, because people with your kind of test results, good EKG and no blood pressure problems, usually don't have problems. If they do, it's a 1 in 1,000 cases." He continued, "But I'm going to have an angiogram done just to double check." The angiogram was done the next day on a Friday morning. They found 3 arteries in her heart 100% blocked, one of which is known as the widowmaker. They kept Tony in hospital over the weekend, and on the following Monday they did a triple bypass, which was successful. 6 years later, Tony had a minor symptom while at work. Felt like a pulled muscle in her back between her shoulders, but she couldn't identify the location of the muscles, so she called her regular GP, who told Tony to go to the ER. It turned out that 2 of Tony's new artery grafts were completely blocked, and now the circumvent heart artery was blocked. Again, they kept Tony in the hospital. They installed 1 stent because they didn't have to do anything with the previous operated arteries. The vascular system had since grown new arteries to compensate for the blocked ones that had been bypassed 6 years earlier. This is not uncommon for high-level athletes. Since then, Tony, who has always been healthy, has continued her active athlete life while also changing her dietary habits when she discovered, after much reading and personal research, that seed oils can be extremely detrimental to heart health. Since then, she has eliminated them and adopted very healthy eating habits. Her blood tests and blood sugar readings show that she is in excellent health and needs no heart medication or interventions. That's it, yes. So that's from Stacy, Tony's sister.
So Tony, despite being an incredible athlete, had to have a triple bypass operation, and also found out that seed oils weren't really doing her any favours.
No.
And even if it is, like that doctor said, okay, 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000 have a problem, you look really healthy. I mean, in some cases they might have said, you better go home.
Yeah.
But fortunately they didn't. And it's great that that she's in good health and she's continuing to have an athletic lifestyle. Yeah, that's
Amazing.
a great story.
Mm.
This one here, I made for my friend Nicole. She's a new friend of mine. I like her really very much, and I've put a little pocket on here. So I was just chatting with Nicole and I said, have you heard about the 100 Plus Hearts Project? Do you know anyone that's had heart problems or heart health issues? And then she said, oh yes, me. And she's a young woman. And she told me that when she was pregnant 4 years ago, that it got to September and her due date was the beginning of November. And she had this awfully high blood pressure. It was at the middle of COVID, and they were almost going to send her home. Fortunately, she had someone that went to bat for her, and she had the child, I think, towards the end of September, when the due date was early November. And the thing is that high blood pressure and something to do with the hormones that start lactation affected all of the electrics in the heart. And she has written me the story, and it'll certainly be something that we'll print out for you. But just from the top of my head, I was again stunned to think that she was lucky to be in a teaching hospital, and there was someone there that was familiar with this rare genetic disorder, rare genetic case, and she's good now. She's got a beautiful son. We bonded over pockets, and that's why I put a little pocket here for Nicole, because yeah, why not?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so we're expecting a few more hearts. I mean, I say we, Rhonda is, but I'm really keen to see this.
And this makes 47 in my house.
Yeah, 47, and I know there's a couple coming from Germany still.
Yeah.
And that's something we wanted to talk about. I've spoken to a couple of friends that have said, oh, I really want to make something for the 100 Plus Hearts project, but I don't know anybody that has a heart problem. And you know, in that situation, I really do think it's okay to create a heart if you want to be part of this project, because it is beautiful. If you want to be part of the project, we're completely up for some solidarity.
That's exactly right. And there's already been a few, 2 or 3 that we've that are more general and not specific to one woman and her journey with heart disease.
Yeah, I guess it's also just recognising the kind of medical misogyny.
Yes.
And also just wanting the very best for women.
Exactly right.
And for women over 50, heart problems are the biggest killer, aren't they?
They are.
And
and it is quite daunting to go to a doctor or a cardiologist, and they do really dismiss some women. I have certainly had that experience myself.
That's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
So be brave. Advocate for yourself. I mean, that's what.
That's exactly the
That's
message.
exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good on you. So send your hearts.
Yeah. We can take as many hearts as arrive. There's no ceiling limit. on the
Yeah,
hearts.
yeah. We love it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do. Okay. Bye for now.